Okay. All right, great. Hello, everyone. Happy Cinco de Mayo. My name is Crystal. Welcome to our team call. We are just going to jump right in tonight. People are still joining us, which is awesome. We're going to start the call off tonight with, actually, we have not done this, JoJo. We haven't done gratitudes in a while. You want to jump on? Let's do that. So we've got people jumping on. Does anybody want to share a gratitude that they have for anything, anyone? I think these days, I'm grateful for the sun so my kids can go out. So if anybody wants to jump on, just here, I'll unmute everyone. You guys can just talk. Maybe I won't unmute it. There we go. If anybody has a gratitude, if not, we'll move on. Somebody's got to be grateful for something.
Or a win or a recognition of someone else.
Absolutely.
I'm grateful I got paid Monday, and I have a client that lost 50 pounds, and he has now referred 2 people to me, and I'm helping him build a little, at least get his products paid for, because I'm new to, like, not just doing it on my own, but now helping others. So
love it. And you created a consultant. Congratulations. Yay. All right, anyone else? Last chance.
I'll go.
Awesome.
Patty, you guys don't know me. I actually am on the Forever Pack Facebook group, and I just found this post saying what was happening tonight, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to learn this really bad. All you young ones know how to do this with your, packs and putting them in and sending them to people. I don't know how to do that, so I'm so thankful to be on this call tonight.
Yay.
And thank you for making it open to other people. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you, JoJo. She's like, should we put this out there? Thank you for doing that, JoJo. Welcome, Teddy. We're so glad you're here. You're always welcome. It looks like Stacy's grateful to be able to work from home and back to talking with clients. Yay. All right. Well, that's wonderful. If anybody comes up with something they just have to share, please go for it. All right. So JoJo's going to start the call out tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about the Leader in Action formula. And she's just going to kind of walk us through that for anybody who wants to track that. And we will just remind you of a couple of important dates, and then we will talk to you and show you how to set up carts so that you can enroll anyone from anywhere at any time. All right. So JoJo, I'm going to share my screen.
Hey, so I got my computer up right now, so I can probably do mine.
Okay, great. We'll unshare my screen.
Helpful. Okay. Oh, I guess I should. All right. So a couple of things that we just want to make you guys aware of, and if you're not, there was a quick little bonus opportunity that the company put out that if you enrolled 5 people between last Sunday and this Sunday, or like the 29th and the 10th, it was like almost a 2-week period, or a 2-week period.
I think it was the 27th to the 10th, April 27th.
So it ends this Sunday on the 10th, but if you enroll 5 people with 100 BV or more, then they're giving an extra $200 bonus. So that's a cool little way to get a quick extra $200. So if you didn't know about that, then that's a cool thing. And then also May 17th, you still have time for Crystal Director Reset. Crystal Director, it hasn't hit yet, so May 17th. And so Crystal Director would be 6 consultants, so that you've personally enrolled 6 people who've enrolled 2, which means that all 6 of those people are a consultant. Does everybody know what a consultant is? Anybody not know what a consultant is? Okay.
Hey, can I just add one thing?
Yeah.
They have to be active at the same.
Oh yes,
at
they
the
have
end.
to be active.
So that happened to me. I enrolled 2 people, but one of them didn't stay active, and so it didn't count for the Crystal Manager Reset. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, so everyone, all of them have to be active. So your personally enrolled have to be active, and the 2 people that they enrolled have an active ordinance. So everyone has to be active. It all has to be active at the same time. So you can't like enroll a bunch of people and have them all inactive, but because you enrolled them, they're there. It doesn't work that way. They all have to be active at the same time. So extra bonus, Crystal direct, and then Crystal executive, you still have till July 12th. So we have a long time for Crystal executive reset. So and that would be 5 consultants on each side. So 5 on the left, 5 on the right that you've personally enrolled. 10 people on each side, 5 people on each side, 10 total that you've personally enrolled that have become consultant by July 12th. So we're looking at between those few bonuses, it's $750 for the Crystal director and $1,000 for the Crystal executive. So nice little cha-ching for getting that done, right? And okay, so was there one other thing? No, just the leader in action. Okay. So do you guys if you're not all aware that there's a leader in action formula that is really utilized for almost every single thing that we do. I thought I was going to be able to do this, maybe not. I'm going to try again and bring all these up. Okay. So the leader in action formula is something that's put together to be able to grow your team, grow your leaders, help your leaders to grow. So understand that when you are doing this, now you can get this, if you go into your back office, you sign into your back office, you click on contests and promotions, it'll say leader in action formula, and there's the website, there's the flyer, and there's the little worksheet. So you can print all of those things up. But when you are a top leader in action, not only are you celebrated at monthly, you're celebrated, but you get invited to top achievers, which is absolutely incredible when you're, I think it's like the top 20, top 15 or top 20 leaders in action. There's also an extra thing that you get recognized for at New Year kickoff. So there's many things that you get by being leader in action and having this going, this is a really cool formula. So when you, and I could show you guys now, if you go to also isagenixbusiness.com, you can get to this leader in action formula there. There's also a little video that you could watch, and we could totally play that, but it's 3 minutes long. I'm just going to explain it to you guys, and so you can understand it, but it's all here for you to see. So if you type in, go to isagenixbusiness.com and look under recognitions or promotions, you're going to be able to see the leader in action formula. But if you go to your back office, you have a worksheet. So under that contests and promotions in your back office, you're going to see leader in action worksheet. Now, there's multiple ways that you get points each week. So let's say for the month of May, right? We have 4 weeks in May, and in the video, it breaks it down. But so say your first week, every time you get a personal enrollment, and it has to be 100 BV or more, just like your 2 PET. Now, do you guys know what a 2 PET is? So that means that I enrolled Ashley, and she's my 1 PET. Ashley enrolls Crystal. Crystal's the 2 PET. So what happens is that it's my personal enrollment points, and then Ashley's personal enrollment points. So everything that Ashley does, because I enrolled Ashley, I will also get points for her personal enrollments. And then any of my personally enrolled people that rank advance, so go to consultant, go to manager, go to director, go to executive, do a star rank advancement. So go 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, you get points for all of that. And then how many active week points total. So this is what it looks like. Let's see, where's my worksheet? Maybe it's on this side. Okay, maybe it's on the side. Okay, there we go. So you see how this is broken down. Now there was 2 personal enrollment points, which means that I enrolled 2 personal people who had 100 BV or more. Then my person enrolled, so Ashley enrolled 2 people with 100 BV or more. So I got 2 points for her. Ashley also got those points too. And then we had 4 people, or we had some people rank advance. Let's see, what the rank advancements is, what you can see here, the chart. So if you have somebody go to consultant, you get 2 points for that. So let's just say, for the heck of it, that we had 2 people go to consultant. So I got 4 points for that. And then the active week points. What is the why is the active week points confusing me? Where did it
I
go?
think it's how many weeks you were active in that paid as rank.
In that one. Okay. In that paid as rank.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. So this person would have been manager.
So if you were manager, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So if I was a manager while I was doing this, I would get a 1 for my active week points. So I have to have a number in every single column in order to be active for that week, right? So if I miss, like over here, I didn't get an enrollment. So even though I got these 3, that week isn't going to count. So if you added all these up, you would be able to see that that 1 week isn't going to count.
I think they changed that.
You have to have a point in each column.
I think they changed that, Jojo. I think you have to have, I think it's for the month. You can't have,
Oh, is it for the month? I thought it was for the week. I just read it.
yeah, because they added, instead of multiplying, now you add. So I think it's if there's a 0 in one of those columns for the whole month,
You
it won't
don't
count.
lose everything.
Yeah, if they
Let's
changed
see.
it, which is awesome. I'm pretty sure I read that.
If a member does not score points in all 4 categories in a commission month, they will not receive points for that month. So total points then.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's total points, but I could be wrong. We should check
Yeah.
that. Maybe
So
we should
total
watch the video.
points. So as long as you have something in there, then this would be your 39 points. So you don't lose this whole week. You just lose, you would only lose it if you didn't have a point in that category. So let's say you didn't enroll somebody for the entire month. And so then you get these leader and action points for the month. And there'll be a chart of everybody in the company who's working inside the leader and action formula and how many points they got. So being in the top 15 is the goal, right? Does that all make sense? So you can go to, this is just like the little leader in action like flyer where you can read over it and see what you can do. Then there's the worksheet in the back office that helps you track. And you can see where you're at, what your team activity was, and who your personally enrolled rank advancements were. I mean, and really it could just be as easy as moving people to consultant. So pretty simple to do that piece, right? So 100 BV, remember that's a requirement. And so this they have made it really easy because it used to be a times symbol here. So let's say you had 10 here and 5 here, but this was 0. You did 10 times 0. Is it like you end up with 0 at the end, right? So it was like, I did all this work and I end up with 0, but this way you don't do that anymore. So, and then you can print this worksheet up and keep track of it for yourself. So this is how things are being monitored, and they've made it easier. It seems like they keep making things easier and easier instead of harder and harder and harder. So hopefully that'll make sense. And if you guys have any questions, then let's do that right now.
So when you are new starting out, I mean, I look at that and I'm like, oh God, that doesn't look achievable right now because you know, I don't have a big team. So what do you suggest I do?
So, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a big team. You could achieve that with you and one other person.
Okay.
Right. So if you and one other person are working together, then you're getting your personal enrollments. Your personally enrolled person is getting their personal enrollments. If they rank advanced to consultant, and then you guys do all that again with a new person, then you're consistently doing that. You just want to be able to get to manager, which is you +2, them +2.
And Christina, you shared that you had somebody with great results who just is sharing with 2 and becoming a consultant. So you've already got stuff in every category.
Well, only one has enrolled. The other one, I just got her information today and she said she could talk this weekend. So because he didn't enroll 2 in 1 week, he would still have the month to enroll 2 to become consultant, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
To get that extra bonus.
But he wouldn't get the
do
extra
that.
bonus only if it was within that week. That he
30
did do.
No, 30 days from clicking that associate button. He's got 30 days to get that extra $50. So if he does it outside of 30 days, then if he shares with Susie today and in 37 days, Susie's still using the products and he shares with John, he'll get $50 consultant bonus.
Mm-hmm.
But if he shares with Susie today and then in 2 weeks or 30 days, then he'll get the $100 consultant bonus.
Okay, I thought it was in the same week.
Nope, you're good. You got
So
3.
Christina, the first thing that you're going to want to do is get yourself to manager, which is you plus
I'm
2, you
manager.
plus 2, and then you'll be qualified for that whole formula.
I'm
So I
manager.
think she's
You're already
thinking of double
manager? Awesome.
PIBs.
No, I'm manager now. Yeah, when I go to my back office, I'm manager, but
Okay. Okay, so you have to be paid as manager, which means you have 2 personally enrolled people who've enrolled 2 that are all active.
well, where am I getting the 2 that they have to do 2 in 1 week? Because that's what I've always heard, and so that's what I've always told people is we've got to get 2 in 1 week.
Well, it's
PIBs.
when they get enrolled and convert over to associate, then they have 30 days from the day that they click that associate button to make
Right.
Crystal consultant. And that's the first bonus, which is 100. Now, let's say they missed that 30-day window. Then there's still a consultant bonus of $50. They double it when you do it within 30 days.
What you might be thinking of, Amanda just said PIBs. So if you share the larger packs that have a big referral or bigger referral bonus, if you share 2 of those in the same week, your referral bonus doubles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's the product introductory bonus, and that's what that would be.
The
Okay.
PIP, yeah.
Well, I'm loving the recommended cart. Let me just tell you, once I figured out that is like the bomb.
Well, good. And we're going to teach that now because I'm going to hand it over to Crystal and she's going to run with that.
All right, awesome. Good segue, Christina. Thank you. All right, everyone. So I'm going to share my screen. And let's see, my husband figured out how I can share my phone later too. So you guys, all right. So when you guys log on to your back office, right, you see this screen. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your team button and you're going to go down to manage my recommended carts. Click on that. And of course, it's going to take a minute today. Scrolling. All right, so I've already got a bunch of recommended carts here. I'm just going to kind of show you what I've got. And what I recommend to you guys is, especially if you're sharing the Forever Pack consistently and that's like your go-to, it is so great and easy to make up a whole bunch of carts because you can just make up a whole bunch of different flavor options and just boom, you're done. So if you look at mine here, I write what it is. So I've got Forever Pack, I've got 2 strawberry, a birthday cake and a strawberry, Dutch chocolate and chocolate mint. I had chocolate and someone wanted the kosher vanilla. I'll talk about that in a minute. You know, chocolate, oh, I have 2 chocolate and chocolate mints, chocolate and vanilla, chocolate mint and vanilla. So you can see that I just made up a whole bunch of options. All right. What I also have done is I had a couple of people, like for this 11-day reset that we've been doing, we started people off with the Forever Pack and added, I personally added some cleanse stuff. So what I did is when I put a cart together, I named it so that when I went to share it with Carolyn, I remembered which cart was hers. Same thing with Carrie. Carrie ended up ordering, you know, more shakes under her husband. So I added, you know, I did a special cart for her and I just named it her cart. So let me jump in here. Let's go ahead and create a new cart. Okay, so you can have all of these. I think you can have, you guys, up to 20 carts. So I always, I try to have a couple of, I don't always have 20 because then if I want to make a new one up, I have to go in and delete one and then make room. So I've always got a couple of extra cart ready. So when you, or I'm sorry, a couple of open options ready. My children are screaming. Create a new cart. So I'm going to click create new cart. All right, you're always going to sign somebody up. I personally always sign them up here. I start here. You know why, right? We all start, if we can, start somebody on a lifestyle auto ship. If this is a lifestyle, so they're going to want to continue. So then here you just go in. So what I would do if JoJo said, Crystal, I want to start with chocolate mint and strawberry because that's what you told me you love. I would go in here. And you could, you guys, you could find the Shake and Cleanse pack. I don't personally do that. And the reason is I like them to be able to, if they want to switch a flavor, I like them to be able to do it easily rather than having to kind of go into the pack and then pick a flavor. It's just an extra step for them if they want to change something. So I personally just make the cart up a la carte. So I'll go to the Isoline shake. Okay, I'm gonna pick strawberry. I'm gonna pick a canister. I'm gonna add it to my cart. I'm gonna pick chocolate mint. It's already in canister. I'm gonna add it to my cart. I'm gonna come up and go to Vitality and Wellbeing, over to my Isogenesis. One Isogenesis here. I'm gonna add it to my cart.
But you wouldn't get your product introductory bonus if you didn't pick the shake and the cleanse packet, right?
No, you do. Yep. So if you get, you still get 10% of the BV.
Okay.
So I would get $10 here, right? Because the
I
BV is
see.
102. Yep. So then I hit continue. Another reason I really like doing this is because then I don't have to make up the auto ship. I am just going to repeat my first order. And if you do the shake and cleanse pack, sometimes it's again just an extra step for them to have to go into that shake and cleanse pack and then change the flavors. Does that make sense? I can't see everybody, but if you have a question, please let me know. So I'm just going to repeat my first order, and I always do that, you guys, in these carts so that I know exactly what's in the cart. So if I
have a
name this, yep.
Okay, hi, I'm Bielka.
Hi.
Okay, so this is more for you internally if you're the one that's helping them pick what they want. What happens if they go straight to your website and they just go in and try to pick their own stuff?
God bless them. No.
I'm trying to figure it out.
More
because-
power to them.
Yeah. I always tell people, I honestly don't send my website to people personally because I think it's a little bit confusing. I think they see all the big giant packs and they get scared when they see $500 and $600, and I haven't talked to them about what that stuff is.
Mhm,
They certainly aren't getting the education on the telomere support when they do that.
mhm.
So, I mean, if somebody finds my website or if they go in and they put my name in, awesome. I'll just send them the Forever Pack video after they order. But this is for somebody who I've talked to. They want to get started, and I'm like, great, I'm just going to send you a link and you can do it. Then I don't have to take their credit card information. I don't have to know their secret passwords,
Right.
you know, and they can
Right.
have
Well,
all
that's
that.
why I'm asking, because the one client that I was finally able to get them to do it, they just went to my website and they're like, I don't want to do, I'm just going to do it one time. I'm going to try it one time and see if I like it. So I couldn't get any of their information. I couldn't, and it even backfired because they did this 10 years ago and I'm not getting the points because even though they went through my website, I think they're still connected to the person they did it with 10 years ago.
Actually, you have to enroll them, yes, because you have to click enrollment sponsor, right, JoJo?
Yeah, I
Like
think
if they've been enrolled under someone else and it's been over a year, you still have to go in. Otherwise, I think from what I've understood, that they're in the system still under their original enrollment person.
Yeah, it was really weird because I immediately, when she placed her order, I got an email saying someone placed your order and they told me the name and I knew that was her. But 2 days later, I'm like, let me call and see, because I don't see them under my tree. And they're not there. They're
Okay, so
not anywhere.
There's a couple of different options, B. So if she went in and ordered retail underneath you,
Yeah.
she would not be in your tree. Retail customers do not get a space in the tree. They actually have to
Okay.
enroll to be a part of the tree.
She didn't want to do that yet. And I didn't want to lose her. She's like, no, I'm going to try it again, because she's one of these people that they start something and then they give up and they're not sure. So she's
Right.
like, nope, I don't want to enroll in anything. We'll talk before the month is out and I'll let you know if I liked it or
So
not.
as a reminder right now,
Yeah.
for our customers, they do not pay an enrollment fee. So in order for them to get an account, all they're doing is like creating an account, like you would go on Amazon and create an account.
Right.
Nothing different, right? But they're getting 25% off to do that.
I
So
know.
to not do that, then, you know, she's paying retail, and what would happen is you would get the difference between the wholesale and the retail price.
Yeah, I told her, I said, you're losing 25%. She's like, I don't care. I said, okay, all right.
And so she ordered retail. That's why she's not in your tree.
Okay, not because 10 years ago she was under somebody else.
No, that would 10 years. That would be totally gone.
That's what
So
I thought.
yeah. So it's
But I'm
because
like-
it's a retail order.
All right, okay, so
So the
getting back,
reason for this link is that you've talked to somebody. So say somebody came in the office, you're working with them. You go, oh, they say I want to get started. You go, great. Here's a couple of things. I can help you get signed up, or I can send you a link with all your products already in it. All you have to do is go on the link, type in your personal information and your payment. Like a lot of people don't want to give you their credit card. They can
No.
type their own payment information in, and it's all up to them.
Okay, all right, so that's what Crystal's talking about then. You create something for them and then you send them that link.
Right.
Okay,
So
thank
right
you.
now, what we're doing is we're doing it the desktop way. So you're
Okay.
going in through your back office to set up a recommended card. Once
Got it.
that recommended card is set up, then it automatically connects it to your IsoLife app. So if you go into your IsoLife app, which Crystal's going to show you in a second,
Okay,
you'll be able to find that link to that cart to send to them.
got it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So just to recap, we've got strawberry cream, chocolate mint, and Isogenesis. So we've got a forever pack here. This is the initial order. Okay, if I scroll down, I can see that I just put the same thing in my lifestyle rewards. And just to let you guys know, the reason I do that is because I'm just gonna name this cart Forever Pack Chocolate Mint Strawberry. And I know in my mind that the auto ship is the exact same thing, okay? So I'm gonna put, oops, why isn't that working? Huh, there we go. Forever Pack Chocolate Mint, and strawberry. So that's what and then I save that, okay? So you can take, literally, you guys, 30 minutes, and you can just go through and make pack and pack and pack, just a whole bunch of different flavors. Do a dairy-free pack, right? I also have a 2 Isogenesis pack. Sometimes people they are not a shake person, but them and their husband might be willing to start on Isogenesis. So I have a 2 Isogenesis pack.
Crystal,
All right. Yeah.
just a quick question. And it doesn't, like the first pack's 102 BV and the second one is 110. Do you know why?
I think something to do with when you get started.
Like the
It's
initial
the
order.
PIB.
Yeah.
It's the PIB
Okay.
difference. So anytime you
Okay.
order, when you initially order, like if you ever look at a 30-day, your initial PIB or your initial BV on a 30-day is 164, but going forward it's 184, and that makes up for the
84,
difference in the
okay.
PIB.
Okay.
Thank you, Jojo. Yeah, good question.
Is that those extra 5%, I wonder? Because they just started? Maybe that's the 102.
It
because
has
it's
to
less.
do with the PIB. When they gave us the PIB,
Oh, okay.
yeah, when they gave us the $10 PIB on the Forever Pack or on the $150 carts or whatever, then that's where that came from.
All right, so we've got our cart. I'm gonna go back here. Remember, it's under team. And if you go to manage my recommended carts, my computer's slow today. Come on. Okay, so there you go. There's the one that I just made up. All right, so again, you guys can go through. Now, I'm not gonna, my computer's taking a little bit, so I'm not gonna go into this cart, but if I went into Carolyn's cart, this is just, I'm gonna share what I do with you guys. Carolyn had the Forever Pack, plus I added some cleanse stuff, right? In her auto ship, I always put the Forever Pack because no matter what they start with, they're going to want to continue it with our foundation of the Forever Pack. So even if somebody starts with just 2 shakes, I put the Isogenesis in their auto ship and I say, we're going to talk about this again because you're going to really want this over the next month. You're going to learn about telomeres and you're going to want this Isogenesis. So, you know, they can always change their auto ship or cancel it, right? But just to let you guys know what I do, I always put the Forever Pack in their auto ship. All right, so now let's see if we can get this to work. We're experimenting here. I'm gonna go onto my phone. All right.
So and if anybody's not on their phone and you have your phone handy, I would recommend going along with her as she's showing you how to do this.
All right, so pull this down, screen share. Yes, it's working. Can you guys all see this? My phone screen?
Yes, I see
Yes?
it.
Okay, cool, thank you. All right, so now you guys, what you're gonna do, you're gonna go right here. I've got my IsoLife app, okay, right here. So I'm gonna click on my IsoLife app. And this is when it gets exciting because it's so easy. All right, so I talk to somebody, they're like, okay, I'm ready to go, sign me up, I want chocolate and strawberry. All right, so what you're gonna do, this little person down here, you're gonna click on that person, and then you're gonna go to Share Isagenix, okay? Clicking on Share Isagenix. And look at that, my cart, yay! So these are all the carts that I've made. So I can look
Wow.
through and I can pick whatever cart it is that I want. So say I decide, whoops, there's my Audible. I'm gonna pick this chocolate, mint, and strawberry cart. And I think Ashley's still on this call. Ashley, I'm gonna just text you so that maybe I can, I'll text JoJo. All right, so now this is where it gets really cool because as your downline grows and as your team grows, you can help your team and enroll people for them or send links for your people in their name. So if this was me, if I was enrolling JoJo, I would keep the enrolling sponsor here as me, right? And I'm also the placement sponsor, obviously. So you get to choose right now if you want right leg or left leg. Okay, you can also change it to minor volume team if you want, but here right or left. Okay, so we'll keep it on my right. I always change the frequency to 29 days, right? So that if you guys don't know why, we can answer that after. And then I'm gonna share this recommended cart. If so say I wanted to, say my, my friend Pam has somebody that she wants to share with. So Pam said, Crystal, I'm so busy. Could you put together a cart and send it to Joanne for me? So I would click enrolling sponsor because I'm not going to be the enrolling sponsor now. It's going to be Pam. So I would click enrolling sponsor. And up here, if I have her ID number, great. But if I don't, I can put in her name and hit search. Oh, sometimes it doesn't read her name. I think she's Pamela. There she is. All right, so now I'm just gonna click on her name, hit done, and look, now she's the enrolling sponsor.
Cool.
All right, so cool. So then I'm gonna decide, is this person going on Pam's left leg or Pam's right leg? So we can easily change that, right? Or if she's like, I don't know, just put it on my minor volume team, we can do that too. And then the computer will figure it out. Now I'm gonna share this recommended cart. So this cart's for JoJo. I put together this cart. I'm gonna send it to JoJo. Pam's her enrolling sponsor. I'm gonna share this cart. So I'm just pushing that button and I'm gonna send a message. I'm gonna click text. You can also, you guys, you can send it in Messenger if you want, which is great. You can email it to somebody, but let's just say we're gonna text JoJo. There she is. I'm gonna hit go. And then what's gonna happen is JoJo is gonna see this. She's gonna see this right here and all of our other messages. Here is the Isagenix products I selected to fit your goals. Tap the link below to view your products, complete your order, and sign up for Isagenix. All they've gotta do is they're just gonna click that link. All right, when they click that link, it's gonna open up and they're gonna start inputting their information. And it's taking a minute, but this is what they're gonna see. All right, so this is how they get started. So they put in their information. All right, super easy. Now, also, you know, if I go to send this to JoJo, I can change what it says. So, you know, I can write here, like I can say, you know, hey girl, this is what we talked about.
I just figured that part out today when I
Yeah.
sent it to someone. I thought I'm going to put a little message prior, and then I realized I could change it up until that one point.
Yeah, you don't have to keep the isogenics, you know, verbiage if you don't want. And you can just, you know, so excited for you and your results.
I like
you know,
that.
whatever, you're going to rock this, whatever you want to say, right? And then I can send that and it'll say that instead. So, yeah, so that's how you do it.
I have a question, Crystal.
Yeah.
I've noticed that I had from my YouTube channel, I had about 20 people that were interested in buying it. And it was so frustrating because I would see it on my phone where they started the process and would not follow through. And I felt like it was because when they went in there, they got scared. This was like a month ago. You know, it looked expensive or too many. I don't know what happened, but out of like 20 people, only 2 people signed up and I wasn't able to contact them, which was really heartbreaking to me.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up. And I honestly, because Jojo and I talked about this, I have had some mixed results in the beginning with this. And I truly think a lot of it has to do with age. And I'm not being ageist. I don't know how old those people were, but I feel like when I talk to, you know, even my age, I'm 41. If I talk to people my age and older, sometimes if they're like, yeah, I don't know, I'm going to change my mind. Then they do. And I have also, a couple people have ghosted me that have said they wanted to get started. I send them a link and they don't. So, but, you know, I've also sent it so many times to people that were really ready. So I think that potentially you have to gauge where you're at in that conversation. Like, have you definitely talked to somebody, whether it be on Messenger or not? I'm not going to tell you you have to get on the phone with somebody and you have to 3-way with them and you have to do this and you have to cake recipe and you. Sometimes I do say that, or I do agree with that for sure. But I also think that, you know, I'm a busy mom of 3, and getting me on the phone, in the beginning, I would not get on the phone with my sponsor. Even when I got my box, I wouldn't get on the phone with her. So I totally understand that mentality. And I think that you need to maybe, my recommendation, and Jojo, please speak up too, is if you're talking to somebody, just, you know, I guess gauge that they're really excited about it and they're really ready before you send that link.
Yeah, the thing was that I wasn't sending it. Basically, I was putting it under my YouTube channel. Under the description, I would talk about the product, and then I would say, if you're interested, go here and you can order it. And then
okay.
People were going there, they were excited, but they didn't follow through.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so now I am actually telling them, call me at my office and I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. I don't think I personally would send any link without, you know, having that conversation about what are your goals? What are, you know, how can I support you? Yeah. And you know, honestly, your carryover and your follow through, your reorders are going to be better if you have that relationship with people. Because I talked to 3 people today that started 2 weeks ago and they're like, I love this community. This is so awesome, you know, and they probably wouldn't get that if they just talked to you through a link, you know. That's just my opinion.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I would also add that too, especially with the telomere support, if they don't even know what it is and it's showing that, they're, you know, they don't know what it is. So people are not going to order something that supports telomeres if they don't even know what it is. They're going to stop and go research it. So it's something, you know, new to them, unlike CBD that everybody does and nobody really, you know, CBD is just like a fad, I think. You know, it's very different than the support and what truly telomeres, you know, the isogenesis does for the body.
Yeah. All right.
Is my air conditioner noisy? Can you hear it?
A little bit. You're good.
A little bit? Okay. So it's always that personal relationship that's going to make a difference. So I'm not ever sending a link to somebody that I haven't like gone over some goals, that I haven't talked about that I haven't given the price already. They understand what the package price is. We've already picked out flavors for them. Like we've gone through that relationship process. So they're ready to do that. I know that a lot of times people will go in and if we haven't gone through those steps, they'll start to do the enrollment process and they have that moment of, you know, buyer's remorse. Do I really want to do this, right? And so what I love about being able to enroll them personally while we're on the phone together is that as we're going through, if they have that buyer's remorse, we're already talking through all of those issues. So I don't ever send a link unless I feel that I'm comfortable enough or I've already had that relationship and that buyer's remorse is out the door already and they're just ready to put their information in. They already have all of that information, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And that's worked better for me because we've all had that link issue where we send the link and then they disappear. Because I think it has to do with that buyer's remorse that we're not able to have that connection with them. So.
Yeah, I've also had the opposite too, where I haven't enrolled anyone because we just can't get a time. They won't get on the phone with me too. So I think it just depends, you know, you guys, the better we get with connecting and talking, talking to people, the better we're going to be able to read what the right situation is. But, you know, this worked really well for my team last Thursday, was it? 2 Thursdays ago? You know, I had a brand new person. She ended up sharing with 8 people in like 36 hours. And she just started 3-way messengers through, you know, friends with Facebook. She started a 3-way messenger. I talked to people through Messenger. They said they were ready to go and I would just send them a link. And, I think that it happened to do with this reset we were doing. You know, they were just totally ready. And we talked about what the best option was. I made up the cart and I sent it. So we got 8 enrollments and it was very quick and nobody had to coordinate time, you know, let's get on a 3-way. Let's figure out when all 3 of us are free. And it worked out well. So I think it's a really great tool. Yeah. Hey, Chad.
What's up? I just want to thank you very much for sharing this with everyone because it has, once you create that personal connection, it makes the sharing of the site so easy. I had someone last week, right after we spoke about it, sent her the link, and that night she went on and she was real easily able to shift her cart around just to change flavors, put her order in, and she got a product within 2 days. So thank you very much for sharing this because it's a secret, a quote unquote secret that is very, very helpful.
Awesome. It takes practice. Everybody can do it.
Yeah.
Well, the company gives us great tools and the technology's there. And, you know, and I love the fact that they give us so many different ways to do it. It's not, you got to do it this one way. And if you don't do it this one way, then you're out. There's a space for everybody to be able to work where they're comfortable. And Mary, if somebody's not on Facebook, then a 3-way call, a 3-way Zoom, you know, there's a way to show community without having to have them on Facebook. And those 3 ways are golden.
For sure. Yeah. You know, actually, Jojo, that's on my one of my Tuesday talk lists. Let's talk about 3 ways.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, I don't, does anybody else have any questions before we end it up? I just wanted to let everyone know. Next Tuesday, we have Bill Mayer booked. I don't know if any of you know who Bill Mayer is. He's been an Isagenix leader, but I did some mentoring with him a couple of years ago, and he reached out to me. So I asked him to do a team call for us. I'm super excited. So invite your team. He's just going to talk about mindset. I literally have his quotes all over my wall. Well, the quotes he shared that are from other people too, but I'll post that and come and, you know, we'll build a little bit of your personal belief next Tuesday. Same time, same place.
Same time? Okay.
Yeah.
8:30. Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Love
Thank
this
you.
group. Have a wonderful week.
Thank
So
you,
excited.
Crystal, so
Thank
much.
you, everyone.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you so
Can I
much,
add?
ladies. Appreciate this.
Vinny, what's up?
Can I add something really quick?
Oh, sorry, Vinny. Yeah.
That's all right before people leave. It's about our reports that I do every week. I'm sure people know that I do the congratulations post every week for the Rock Your Life team. We've been having a lot of issues with the top enroller part of that. Something's wrong with their system at Isagenix. I don't know what it is. So if you don't get recognized for 2 or more enrollments for the week, please just reach out to me and let me know so I can get you on that report. We want to make sure everybody gets recognized, but there's something wrong with that report and I can't figure out what it is. So just letting everybody know.
We have to do a call with corporate and like figure out what's going on because it's makes no sense to us. So we will figure it out though. But thanks for saying that, Vinny. Yes. All right, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. Hey, Scott.
Thank you.
Welcome to the
Bye.
call.
Bye.